I am Dr. Diane Douglas, clinical psychologist, and today we are talking about couples and COVID. Let's face it, COVID can kill not just life, but also relationships. You see, to stay safe from COVID is the antithesis of what marriage and coupling is all about. We have to sanitize, we have to wear masks, we have to social distance. The home has become the classroom. The home has become the office, the restaurant, and now we found out that the home is also now the hospital. These pressures can kill a relationship. So we don't want that to happen. So today we want to look at 5 decisions that couples will have to make in order to survive. Not just survive, but thrive in the COVID-19 pandemic. So here are the 5 decisions. Decision number 1, be your best self. Make a decision that instead of the worst coming out of you with the pressures, that the best will come out of you. And how do you do that? You have to have a vision of what your best self is like. Is it that you're more understanding, more patient? I don't know what it will be for you, but a decision to be your best self, starting with a vision. Along with that, one of the things you want to do is determine what your values are. Those non-negotiables that you want to be guided by in your life. You have to determine that. Yes? So, be your best self. The next decision you have to make is to be resilient. What's resilience? Resilience is that part of our spirit that rises up no matter what. It is the ability to thrive in the midst of adverse circumstances. And where did we get that term from? Through things like the Holocaust and slavery, where people survived those atrocities. So an act of the will, a decision to thrive in the midst of the storm, resilience. So have a picture in your mind of what you would like you as a couple to be as you come out someday from the COVID-19 pandemic. Resilience. And then the last 3 decisions that I want to encourage you to make if you are a couple, if you are married, if you are facing the pandemic crisis with your loved one, is to do what a psychologist, Robert Sternberg, spoke about. Now, Sternberg in his research realized that there were 3 components that all long-term relationships had. Component number 1, commitment. Component number 2, intimacy. And component number 3 would be passion. So let's talk about commitment. Remember, all successful long-term relationships had these 3 components. So commitment. Commitment is going to be the hardest one because commitment is countercultural to us as a people. We don't like commitment because commitment requires discipline and boundaries, and we are people who like to let go. We are a people who like to put on pedestals the people who don't commit and are just fun-loving. So the womanizer, the outsmarter, all these people, we even sing about a deputy essential. So commitment during COVID is you making a decision to live in such a way that you would live in those boundaries that have been created for a marriage to be successful, like your marriage vows and things like that. So you make a decision to commit no matter what. Yes? The next thing is about intimacy, and you make a decision to guard this. Another way of saying intimacy is into me see. And what that means is this, that you feel safe with your spouse, with your partner, that you let them see the inside of you, those spaces where you are vulnerable. And you make a decision to guard that and be that in the midst of this pandemic. And then the last one, passion. That's the part that we are good at as a people. We're very passionate. We're very fun-loving. We're very friendly. But can you be passionate with one person? Yes? That's the challenge. Anybody could be passionate all over the place, you know. But to hone in your passion to one person. And so passion has to do with attraction, has to do with fun, has to do with sex, has to do with nurturing each other. And so you commit to that. And one of the ways to do that is section the house now. That side of the house in that room is the classroom. Another room, if you have more than one room, is the office. But then there is another room that is dedicated to nurturing the relationship. So remember those 5 decisions. Decision number 1, be your best self. Decision number 2, be resilient. Decision 3, commit or recommit to your marriage. Decision number 4, intimacy, nurture it. Decision number 5, passion. Be passionate in your relationship. Remember those 5 decisions, because we want out of COVID-19, through COVID-19, that your relationship will survive and thrive.